Your credit score can decide whether you get a loan, a credit card, or even an apartment. But here's the strange part. Most people have no idea how that number is actually created. Some people pay their bills every month and still see their score drop. Others carry debt, and their score barely moves. So what's really happening behind the scenes? The truth is, your credit score isn't random. It's calculated by a system quietly analyzing your financial behavior. And once you understand how the system works, that number starts to make a lot more sense. Every time you open a credit card, take a loan, or finance a purchase, a record begins. Banks report this activity to credit bureaus. Those bureaus collect data about how you borrow money and how you repay it. The system then studies this information to estimate one thing: how risky you are as a borrower. Your credit score is essentially a risk prediction. The higher the number, the safer you appear to lenders. The lower the number, the more uncertainty the system sees. But this prediction mostly comes from 5 key factors. The first and most powerful factor is payment history. This alone makes up about 35% of the entire score. The system looks at one simple pattern. Do you consistently pay your debts on time? Every on-time payment strengthens your record. But late payments send warning signals into the system. Even one payment that is 30 days late can begin lowering your score. If the account becomes 60 or 90 days late, the impact grows much larger. And if the debt eventually goes to collections, the score can drop significantly. From the system's perspective, past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. The second major factor is credit utilization. This measures how much credit you are using compared to how much credit you are allowed to use. For example, imagine you have a credit card with a limit of $10,000. If you spend $5,000, you are using half of your available credit. That means your utilization rate is 50%. High utilization can make the system think you may be relying heavily on borrowed money. Most scoring models prefer utilization below 30%. Lower utilization suggests financial stability. Higher utilization suggests possible financial pressure. The third factor is the length of your credit history. This makes up about 15% of the score. The system looks at how long your credit accounts have existed. Older accounts give the system more information about your financial habits. This is why closing your oldest credit card can sometimes lower your score, even if the card is fully paid off. By closing it, you may remove part of the historical record the system was using to evaluate you. Time creates trust in the system. The fourth factor is credit mix. This refers to the types of credit accounts you manage. For example, credit cards, car loans, student loans, or mortgages. Managing different types of credit responsibly can slightly improve your score. It shows the system that you can handle different financial obligations at the same time. However, this factor has a smaller influence compared to payment history and credit utilization. The final factor is new credit activity. Every time you apply for a loan or credit card, lenders usually check your credit report. This is called a hard inquiry. 1 or 2 inquiries are normal, but many credit applications in a short period of time can signal financial stress. Because of that, the score may temporarily decrease. The system is trying to detect patterns that suggest increased borrowing risk. When you combine all of these factors together, your credit score becomes a behavioral snapshot. It measures how reliably you pay your debts, how much credit you use, how long you've been borrowing, what types of credit you manage, and how often you apply for new credit. It's important to understand that the system isn't judging your character. It's simply analyzing patterns in financial behavior. Most people only see the number, but behind that number is a complex system quietly evaluating risk. And once you understand the mechanics behind it, the score becomes far less mysterious. If you want to understand more hidden systems like this one, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one.